In this video, we will begin configuring HA4i on the source system. The majority of the settings have been set using defaults during the install, but there are still a number of items that need to be configured in order for the Q Audit Journal to pick up any changes. First, we will ensure the Q Audit Journal is available. After running work journal attributes against Q Aud Journ, we want to ensure the attached receivers are within Q user sys. If they are not, we strongly recommend moving them. Also ensure the message queue is going to Q sys oper. Next, run work system value against Q Aud splat. Here, we want to confirm Q Aud control contains these settings, and Q Aud level contains these at a minimum. Once we have confirmed the Q Audit Journal is ready, we will go into HA4i's configuration menu. We recommend looking through the default settings. We provide content-sensitive help for all menus to help with understanding the function of each option. Paging down, we can see some additional default values. Take note of the object target release, as this is a critical value for HA4i to function. The sync system values field is always defaulted to no. This will have to be changed if you wish to capture the system values. Next, we will look at the spool file configuration by taking option 2. As you can see, there is currently nothing configured. Pressing F6 will allow us to add an out queue. We have standardized F6 for any add functions across HA4i. For this demo, we will configure 3 out queues: Bravo Program Lib, CRM720, and SPM210. We want to hold the remote out queue. The reason for this is if there is a writer attached to the out queue and we do not hold the remote out queue, then any content sent across will immediately get printed to the writer. We have to submit this value for each of the out queues we selected to be configured. Now we can see those items have been configured. The next task is to configure the object replication. This will follow the same process as the out queue. This is where completing some research and having a greater understanding of which items need to be replicated ahead of time will make for a smoother configuration. For this demo, we will configure Bravo Program Lib, CRM720, CRM720 source, and also SPM210. Pressing enter to update each of the selected libraries will not only add the library to our configuration file, but will also change the auditing values to ensure we can capture any changes. Once configured, these libraries will not be shown in the list of libraries to configure, but will now show in the list of existing library configurations. We do provide the option to add IFS content via object replication. However, we do not recommend to do so. Use the journaling process for IFS content instead, as we have done in previous videos. The next option down the list is object filters. This allows you to exclude specific items from a library. This is because items such as key files are system specific. If we replicate these to the target system, they will not be relevant. Adding these objects into the list will prevent them from being replicated. We can add a few objects for the purpose of this demonstration. It is possible to use generic naming for the filters. We will stop any objects starting with Q in the library CRM720 of type all from being replicated. The last item to configure on this system is the library filters. This list functions as a whitelist rather than the object filters which function as a blacklist. By adding a generic named filter here, we will pick up any libraries that are created matching the generic name. For this demo, we want to pick up any libraries that get created with a name starting with COM and replicate them to the target system. Now the source side of HA4i has been configured. In the next video, we will tackle the target system. See Configuring HA4i Target for more instruction. Thank you for following along.